All right, we are going to kind of update this for you because a lot of things have changed. We've added a lot of stuff, and we want to explain it to you, make sure everybody knows about it, especially all the new folks in the building. You know this guy, that's me. You should recognize me because that's how I dress every day.
Hey guys, let me interrupt Mr. Rob real quick. We really want to make this a conversation today, so if you have questions, jump in and ask. We're going to try and make it interactive with you, so don't just sit back and make us stand up here and talk.
Absolutely. I know some of you are wondering, is that my only suit? It is. And I put it on for that. So let's talk about marketing real quick. I'll kick things off, and then we kind of bounce around throughout the presentation. So I help you with your Facebook ads, your Google ads, your AdWorks campaigns. We have several agents in the building that are utilizing AdWorks, and if you weren't here before when we did that, that's your targeted ads that are following folks around the internet. All you need is a list of email addresses to do so. It can range from very affordable to you can spend as much money as you want. But these are ads that when they log into their browser and they go to a website, if they're logged in with that email to their Gmail or whatever, then they're going to get your ad served up as one of the ads on websites like CNN.com, ESPN.com, USA Today, all the big ones, big ones with traffic. So it's something that you want to investigate, and if you want to have a discussion about it, come see me. I'll be glad to talk to you about it. We also talk about your Facebook ads and your Google ads, your RSP, your direct mail printing, all your marketing campaigns that cover everything except social media on an execution level. We talk about it on a strategy level, you and I, but on an execution level, we've added Nicole this year as a social media specialist. And she helps you execute it, meaning learn how to create reels, learn how to create TikToks, learn how to do all of the things that you need to do to take advantage and execute the strategy that we talk about. So she's doing a great job. Is everybody meeting with Nicole on a regular basis? Show of hands? That means show of hands. All right, get more hands up because she is a very, very valuable tool when it comes to social media. She lives there. She's in that generation. Morning to midnight, that's where she is. She knows how to get the most out of it. She does it for the Atlanta Falcons cheerleaders. She would not be doing that if she didn't know what she's talking about, okay? So social media, Nicole's been great for us on that. The green screen room, it does not get used as much as it could for things like market updates and stuff. We'd like to get you guys in there more.
Would you guys like Mike to turn that into an office instead?
Because he will turn it into an office if it doesn't get used.
He's talked about turning it into an office.
Yeah.
So let's use it.
Everyone in this room is going, I wonder would it be my office? If it does, I don't want the green screen room. No. So trust me, by all means, get in there and make some videos, all right? Second half of this is, remember we have Anthony back now. So you send your video request to me with the footage, with the footage you shoot, the B-roll you want, the instructions. I package it up, I send it to Anthony, who's on the West Coast, so he starts work about 11 a.m. and our time, and he doesn't finish until 9 or 10 our time, since their time's behind. So that means sometimes we even get it back the same afternoon. Yes?
Is there somebody that's in the office, and you don't have to name names, that delivers that package to you in the best possible way? Like if you could have every agent deliver that package in like a standardized format, that's how you would prefer to have it delivered?
The Maxwells.
Can you give us an example of
Sure. Sure. And this is an extreme example because it's a complicated project, but with a lot of shots. But you don't have to do, if you have one or two, you can still do the same thing. They created a Google Drive folder and shared it with me. And I shot some footage for them, uploaded it to that drive. They shot some footage on their own, uploaded it to that drive from their phones. We did a voiceover, put it on that drive. put pictures on that drive in folders, because in their project, there was different things. Martin's Landing, their dog, their grandchildren, all of the things. And they needed to break it up like that. You don't have to. You could say B-roll, main footage, and graphics or whatever. And sent it to me, shared it with me, and when we were done, we were like, it's good, go. And I added Anthony to it so he could go and download it.
So let me say this real quick on the Google Drive thing. That's going to be the easiest way to send it. And now with our new email system, all of you have 30 gig Google Drive file size share. So 30 gigs of storage space in there. So use it. You should be able to transfer stuff over and share that drive with Rob. If you have any questions, they can come see you. It's real easy.
And you won't have that
Talks
much.
Away pictures.
And don't leave it in there. It's not meant for permanent storage forever. Yeah. If you put a bunch of stuff in there and say need a video, then the video is cut up and done and you're happy with it, you're like, love the video, then you can remove the other stuff. You no longer need it. But we just did a project in the last couple of weeks like that with them, and that is the absolute best way to do it. If it's just a big file and you need to get it from your phone to mine or whatever, you can to me, you can also retransfer it and I'll drop it in there. But if we're going to do a project, let's start a folder in Google Drive and make sure the appropriate folks are all synced up on it. That's the easiest way.
Require written instructions.
Yes, and here's why. Because you shoot something when you're out and you're like, oh yeah, this would be great with this other clip half over it, and then the next clip starts under it and it goes there. You know that because you're shooting it that way. No one else, including me and Anthony, know that. We're not in your mind. We have no idea what you were thinking when you shot that. It's the reason that most people who edit video will only edit video they shoot. Because other people shoot video and give it to you and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I can't tell what they wanted. So yes, include some instructions in there. It would be super helpful. Okay? Mobile showing office.
So
wait. Oh, as far as marketing, it's another great tool for you to market yourself. All right? You have this, other agents don't. Make sure that everybody knows that. All right? So making videos, pictures, using it.
Using it. Show of hands. Who has actually done a tour with the mobile showing office? Hands up. Great. Lanier, experience?
Blew them away.
Blew them away.
They
Okay.
have to take the family reunion the next day.
And what did you say?
Great news.
Some more homes.
Still more homes. Okay. Good one. So who else back there raised? Mr. Jeff, experience?
I used it, yeah.
What'd you use it for? Yes.
I took some clients that we moved from Florida, took them out, and they loved it. It allowed us to see a lot more homes, and they were just blown away. They felt like big shops, And it was so nice because I could actually have a conversation with them. We were able to narrow down the search and change a couple things while we were in there for the next time, and we found a house and closed on it 2 weeks ago.
All right.
It's awesome.
So is Rip in here? He's way in the back. So Rip, what are you planning on using it for coming up?
And real quick, when I have used it, if I wanted to be a jerk agent, I'm pretty sure I could have stolen other people's clients. Because they'll show up and the agent and their clients are asking me if they can look in it. And I tell them, yeah, just sign this buyer brokerage agreement. But yeah, so now I'm pretty involved in the Gwinnett Chamber, and the staff girls approached me and asked if they could do a ribbon cutting for my MSO. So it's going to be a chamber event where they're doing like a big ribbon cutting, like a business opening.
Very cool.
Perfect. So we use it for events as well. You guys don't have to just use it for showings if you have a buyer to show. If you have an event that's going on and you want to use it, all you have to do is email Mike. Go ahead, Liz.
We took a seller to a closing in the MSO.
Nice.
Nice. It was in Buckhead, so there was no parking. Right at the front door. And
Drop him off at the front door. He'll go drive around for a little bit, come back after pick you up. So that's what it's there for. And I'll tell you, Mike says we don't use it enough. It doesn't get used enough. So who hasn't used it and why? Does anybody want to say why they haven't? Casey, why haven't you used it? You're a top agent here.
I don't fit in the suit.
He's not kidding either.
That's a fair answer. That's a fair answer. All right. Anybody else? Anybody want to share?
Kobe, you had your hand up.
It's always booked when you request it? Okay, so let's actually dive into that a little bit. So, yes, it is given out on a production basis first. So if Bob, for instance, who he left, I guess he didn't want to hear us today. If he wants it and nobody else has it, he's going to get it. But that's not the only thing. Mike has taken into consideration lots of different things. For instance, I don't see Ami in here. She got it this past weekend over somebody else because she had a client. It was 6 people that needed to all go around and they were flying in out of town. And so she got it. Just send Mike the email, request it, and say what you need it for. If you have a higher need client than somebody else who's requested it, odds are you will get it. All right, so it isn't just solely based on production, but ask. That thing should be being used every day Zach is here. All right, questions, Bill?
Yes. So how far in advance are we allowed to reserve it? Because I've got a golf tournament I'm sponsoring.
I would request it as soon as I know about it.
So I did that.
Yep.
And
would Mike say?
Too soon.
Too soon?
Yeah, you can't.
All right.
do it.
So the next email I would send is well, when should I request it from you? And then bug him every week until you get closer.
So that's what I'm using it for, more events.
Okay. So events, marketing, that's what it's here for. It's a showpiece. It is absolutely a showpiece. It is the wow factor.
That's right. Listen, I wrapped up. Who made a great point back? It's probably Bill. Someone and I forget what. Somebody said they felt like big shots or clients. Jeff, was that you? Clients felt like big shots. Yeah. So as soon as you said that, it reminded me. I finished up my career in radio at Star 94 and V103, and I've seen people get taken to lots of things in these, customized just like this. Do you know who it is? Ludacris, T.I., Taylor Swift. Yes, they feel like big shots. So when you take somebody like that, that's who they're used to seeing getting out of these. In their mind, that's for that level of person. That's a big shot. I'm not a big shot. You make them feel like a big shot.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, and kudos to Zach. He's really professional.
Oh yeah, give it up for Zach. Yeah. So please
Use it.
use it.
We spent a lot of money on it. Mr. Pedro,
Can we take it to the racetrack?
you want to take it to the racetrack? Send Mike the request. We don't.
Let's
care
just
what
be
you do.
clear before you finish that sentence.
Can you drive it on
Can
the
you
racetrack?
race it
No.
on the racetrack?
We do charity laps at 12 to 1. Where like if we take little kids and like cars.
Yep.
And it's under a speed limit, right? So he can take it. We can go to the track, or we can go on
Look.
the track.
Ask Mike.
Yeah.
I'll tell. There isn't much that he says no to.
That's right.
So ask Mike.
Road Atlanta
Send the
might be one of
request.
them.
Zach would be driving though.
Yes. Exactly. All right. I want to bring up Jay because he hasn't had a chance to talk a lot after this 59.5-second video.
Hi, my name is Andrew Flackner, and I'm the president and co-founder of Real Scout. On behalf of the entire team, I'd like to welcome you to the Real Scout family. We've developed industry-first technology that keeps you at the center of your client's home shopping experience with your own private branded search platform, enabling you and your clients to collaborate around their home purchase. It all starts with our conversational property alerts that highlight the features your clients are looking for and serves as the gateway into your own private portal where clients can track listings, share feedback, and request showings. We leverage machine learning to power visual search, where clients can explore listings by the features they care most about, or even compare 2 or 3 listings side by side, room by room. The best part is that the system tracks their behavior and preferences, allowing you to understand your buyers better and help them find that perfect home faster. We're very excited to have you start using our platform and look forward to hearing about your success.
Okay, so Real Scout's been out exactly 1 week from today. And show of hands, how many have activated it and started using it? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so just to give you an idea, the metrics right now, 54% of you. So this looked like 90%. So it's the people that aren't here that are not utilizing this tool. So you guys got a strategic advantage, okay? Remember when we started this, we talked about why do we do Real Scout? What is Real Scout's advantage over one home? And the answer is your clients are demanding something like this. They want this tool to give them the features that they can't get with Zillow or One Home or any other portal for that matter. Okay? That has been borne out by some of the evidence from utilizing this. So like I said, just over half of you have activated the account, and of the agent-created portal searches, like listing searches, like you would do for a buyer, you guys have created 300, just under 400 of those searches that you created. But you can also share this with your client. Your client can create their own search. You want to take a guess at how many of those are?
Who's got a guess?
700.
It's right about there. It's over double what you have created. They're creating their own. Okay? So it's borne out by what they said when we started this. Is your clients want these feature-rich tools, so we need to give it to them. Okay? It's actually a pretty awesome system. One of the best advantages that I can tell you that this has over One Home, or for that matter, Georgia MLS, is Real Scout has both MLSs in it. Okay, so everybody here has struggled with, or if you're in both MLSs or servicing both MLSs, you've struggled with, I know how to create a search in FMLS, but then you got to reinvent the wheel every time you got to do it in Georgia MLS. Guess what? You do it in one tool, one format. You can create 2 separate searches, one in Georgia MLS, one in FMLS. It actually works really, really well. Okay? That alone is a good advantage for utilizing this, but your clients are going to ask for this and they're going to love it. All right, any questions on Real Scout before we get started?
Are you doing any group training?
I will. We'll be doing some stuff in foundations and we'll do some classroom stuff here
I
too.
don't have a number I can call them, but I'm just saying a lot of us will be doing the same repetitive.
Sure. We'll put some stuff on. Jay?
Is there more than one app for us? Is Real Scout Pro just to manage the client? Is there another app?
There is a Real Scout app. Actually, Rip and I had this conversation yesterday. There is a Real Scout app that is basically your client's facing tool, and you can utilize that just as easily as the Pro tool. But the Pro tool is primarily like your dashboard where you can see what your clients are doing. You can respond. If they say they've favorited a house or they say they want to go show a house, you can then use the Real Scout Pro tool on your phone. Mike?
Has anybody talked perhaps about it getting ported to showing time?
So, yes, that question has been raised, and unfortunately the answer is showing time is owned by the enemy, okay? And unfortunately, showing time, the only reason it's still with FMLS and probably several other MLSs that we are familiar with is because there's contracts involved. I know that when the hostile takeover, I don't know if it was hostile or not, but when Showing Time was bought by Zillow, that was one of the first things they said. As soon as these contracts are up, all the MLSs are going to drop them and go to a different tool. So hopefully there will be a new integration coming down.
Is that going to be running roughly?
I don't know.
They don't share their contract information with us.
They will not share contract information. Bill, you had a question too.
Yeah, it was along those lines. So essentially, if our clients find something on Real Scout, we just go into FMLS and set up the showing.
Exactly. Or you got your Showing Time app on your phone. You can just do it directly from there. All you got to do is cut and paste the MLS number and. takes it real quick. Athena.
Do you know if there's a client-facing short video that explains what all the features are to the clients that we can potentially send to them?
There probably is. Let me look and I'll find one. Can you do me a favor and shoot me a quick email just to, as a reminder so I can do that for you? Okay, any other questions on Real Scout? Okay, that was last week. Let's talk next week. All right, Monday morning. Theoretically, sometime Monday. I don't know. Hopefully Monday morning. MoxieWorks will be live. Okay, we're not going to do a full-blown rollout or a mass meeting or anything like that. It's just going to be available for you guys to start utilizing. I am going to have a little bit of a watch party, if you will, at 1 o'clock in here. For one of the suites is one of the training opportunities that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. We'll just do it publicly in here if everybody wants to come in next Monday. Okay? Yeah, thank you. This is why you want to use MoxieWorks. All right? These are their statistics from a 2021 study. Agents who fully utilize the Moxie Present will close 77% more transactions than those without Moxie Present. That's pretty amazing, y'all. Okay? And then the second one is the agents, and Moxie Present is the tool where you're presenting your CMA or a guide or a buyer's guide. There's just, it's so pretty, the things that you can create within that.
Hey, Jay, isn't Moxie Present, there's a link to it, like once you create it? Isn't there a link to it that you can send to your clients?
Yes, you
and
can.
Data from the MLS is updated like automatically, constantly.
Instantly, yeah.
As they're seeing that. So as properties close in their CMA that would match the criteria, all that data will be updated and sent to the client.
If you do a CMA and you use 2 homes that are pending and one of them goes under contract, the next time they pull that CMA up, it's going to update. It'll be live, and you'll show 1 pending and now closed. 1 more closed. Okay, it's very, very feature rich. Several of you, I know the K&L team has talked about doing guides or your websites and things like that. Moxie Present is going to give you all the features to be able to do a lot of that. Moxie Engage, on the other hand, is the actual CRM replacing Business Builder and Zap. And the agents that fully utilize Moxie Engage saw 52% higher sales volume. All of this with a 98% customer satisfaction rating. It's pretty decent. Okay. There are 4 main, well, there's more modules, but there are 4 main modules that you will be primarily working within, and they are Moxie Present on the far left, which is the presentation tool that we just talked about. Moxie Impress, on the other hand, is something new and different that we don't have an equivalent for, with the exception of maybe Nicole, the help desk, and Canva. Is Moxie Impress Present, it creates all of the marketing materials that you could theoretically ever need for things like open houses, property flyers, just listed, just sold, open houses, announcements, you name it. Moxie Impress does all of that for you. Very simple, very easy. Moxie Engage is the true CRM and the replacement for Business Builder and Zap. Moxie Talent will primarily only be used by maybe one of us, we'll see. And the Moxie websites, which are replacing the C21 websites. Okay? Any questions about any of that? Moving along. Training. Okay, you've been seeing it on Workplace. There are 2 different methods by which you could take some classes and learn more about the training. And one is the link at the very top, and that was also in Workplace. And the screen looks like this. Granted, keep in mind, this is a rollout for all of Realty. So other brands, including, that's why you see Better Homes and Gardens and Coldwell Banker and everything there. So this is a screenshot from the actual thing, but you're going to go to the Century 21 with the oval over there, and there are 4 classes corresponding to each one of the 4 modules, introductory classes. So these classes don't start until next week. And they are by seminar, by a live feed, like a webinar type scenario. Hit the next slide for me. The other way to access the training for MoxieWorks is through C21 Online. So just go to your 21 Online dashboard, go to Century 21 University, and you will see, did you do it twice? Back up one. There it is. Oh, okay. So this is how you, I'm sorry, this is actually not on 21 University. This is actually on the screen that we were just on before. But you would just hit register now, right there, and then now slide. And then you see all the different slots that they have available, and they start on the 15th for that particular module. Okay? Now the other side. The other way to do it is through 21 University, C21 University, and you go on 21 University. There's on the far left column, the red bar that you can't see very well up there, is MoxieWorks. And this training that you can do, it's broken down into 101, 201, and 301. You can do this anytime at your own pace. It's all self-paced. So you don't even have to wait until next week to start it. Next slide. This is the 101, 201, and 301. They've got them organized kind of like college level courses. So basic, and then getting more of a deeper dive, and then how to utilize the system to maximize your business in the 301. Okay, the other place that I wanted to just call out in terms of resources for all of us is actually on the Productivity Hub within the 21 Online.
Everybody knows how to get there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please say yes.
If you don't,
hit it. Yes.
Great, thank you. We have tons of tools on the Productivity Hub. However, we're going to have fewer in approximately 6 months. Okay, so the things that are going to be going away are Business Builder, because it is being replaced by Moxie Engage. Toolkit CMA is basically being replaced by Moxie Present. And Zap is basically being replaced by Moxie Engage. Yay, everybody's clapping.
It's okay.
I can agree with you more.
of course, that website as well are going away, and that's the Moxie websites.
Moxie website.
Yeah, so that is one thing that you will need to keep in mind. You will need to make sure that you are on my calendar to sit down and redirect any URLs that you have set up to link to your Business Builder website or your MyC21 site or your Zap website, because a lot of you have your own vanity URLs. You're just like stevedanino.com, and you have pointed it to one of those things through domain management. And most of you, I did that for you. You bring in your laptop, you sit down, we log into your GoDaddy or whatever, and we set it up. You will have a new URL. So it will not link to the Zap URL anymore. It will link to the new one. So as this rolls out, make sure that all of you are on my calendar to sit down and go over that, lest you be sending people to 404 page errors.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody hates that error. Mr. Danino.
Is there any way to download any of the custom marketing that you created in Business Builder? Like I have some of the marketing, some of the pages that I have linked videos or artwork. Is there any way of grabbing that and just saving that before Business Builder goes away?
Business Builder, for one thing, Business Builder is probably not going to go away until probably the end of the year. So you've got some time.
They're going to sunset it slowly.
Yeah, they'll sunset it. You know, I think Zap will turn into read-only, and then it'll cut off altogether. So, I mean, it'll be a graduated response, so you should have some time. I would recommend that you download any of your marketing that you're particularly proud of. And the beauty of Moxie Present is you can upload something that you created on Canva or Business Builder or anywhere else, and insert it right into your presentation, and it'll be pretty much seamless.
And this is yet another reason that I tell all of you repeatedly, when you make a great video that you really like, put it on your YouTube channel, because YouTube's not going to be sunset. It's gonna be there. You can always go back in and get it and embed it in whatever platform comes next, because as great as MoxieWorks is, it won't be the last platform that gets evolved and comes out. You know, 4 or 5 years from now, you may have a new one when technology changes again every couple of years. We just got Zap a couple of years ago. Now it's changed. This is the iteration that we're in right now. So you want to have the content stored on these third-party platforms like Google Drives, YouTube, places that you can get to it for eternity and always go back and drop it in wherever you want to.
Rip, you got a question in the back?
Yeah, I know we briefly talked about this, but any word on if you can even purchase more emails per month or contact numbers?
I've got an inquiry out for that, sir.
Okay.
I'll find out.
Last thing we want to touch on in C21 University, or actually 21 Online Productivity Hub, is the Real Satisfied. So mine didn't light up all pretty like, but you know, we'll deal with it. Real Satisfied, it's just another marketing tool for you all, right? So
and it's not going away.
It is not going away. This has been a huge hit, and getting the reviews and getting them set up, having your clients respond to them. I know we have had some technical issues over the last about 5 months or so, where not all of the reviews are going out. Please email me, email help if your review has not gone out within 48 hours of closing. Okay? Email help, email me, either way, and we will get it taken care of. We'll find out what the technical issue is. It typically has to do with a single family detached versus attached home. There's an error in there where 2 lines aren't syncing up. So we can get it fixed and we can get it sent out. So just let me know if your survey doesn't go out. Getting the surveys back, again, you can get those posted to all of your social media, your website. We can do lots of different stuff with that.
Case had a question.
Mr. Case?
So one issue that I have with Real Satisfied is that sometimes I'll work with a husband and wife, and one of those people will be the loud vocal person that we want emails sent out to them, and then one of them is the person that never responds to emails ever, no matter how many times you reach out to them.
Yes.
Is there a way where we could specify in that situation who it gets sent out to?
Yes, and we can change it as well. So up front, if you want it, the system automatically takes buyer 1. So whoever's first on the contract is who the survey is going to go to. Well, the spouse or the buyer 2 is the one who is the loud one, and is the vocal one, is the one who's raving about your services. Yeah, you definitely want it to go to them. You can tell us, we can change it. If you tell us before closing to change it, we can fix it then.
After closing, though.
After closing, we can actually resend it out to a new email address. So I have to jump through a hoop to do it, but I'll do it if that's going to get you the review and get you the response. Right now, I didn't ask Rob to put any numbers up there because I'm kind of embarrassed by our response rate.
Uh-oh.
So you're going to start getting hounded by me now through the end of the year on getting those responses and getting your response rate up. All right?
And so one more thing on reviews. Yes, this is great, 100%, and we got to do it. And it has an immense amount of benefits. But I have people ask me almost on a weekly basis after they have closings, why don't I have more Google reviews? They're not coming in. This is not Google reviews. Google reviews have to be done by someone logged into their Google account to be a verified actual human being by Google before they can review you. So you have to send those out separately to people and tell them, please be logged into your Google account. And then send them the link. It's under Manage Reviews when you go to your business profile on Google. And you send them that link. It's real simple. Opens up. They can say what they want to say and hit submit, and you're all good to go. But you got to do that. Yes.
One thing that I've seen done before in the past was like you'll send out a Google link. You'll create a splash page, right? And that you'll email out to somebody, which is the link to the Google review. They'll put the Google review into Google, and then they can click a script that's going to copy and paste that, and then put it into something else like Real Satisfied. Is there a way that we could put something like that together? I don't think it's too terribly complicated.
Possibly, but it's very technical, and a lot of people are going to fall asleep when we start talking about it. So let's you and I talk about it afterwards, and then we'll update everyone.
Yeah.
I already saw eyes
Just made
go,
my
what?
brain hurt too.
Yeah.
And I'm technical. All right, moving on. Leads. Who gets leads? Who doesn't get leads? Who wants leads? Do you know how to get leads? This has to be the most simple thing in our company. Leads. Mike has a lead report that goes out every Friday. It gets sent out by Rachel. Please send Mike your lead follow-up report. Send that on Friday. If you don't have any leads, take the blank one that you get, say, I would like leads, put that in there, and send it to Mike to tell him you want leads.
Done.
Done. That's it. Follow up with your people, keep track of your leads, and that's it. That's how you get on the leads program. Mr. Mintier.
Just a question, does he want to see the ones that are obvious duds after a couple weeks? I mean, I can keep sending the same thing over and over, no one's talking.
Move them down the list and put dead lead.
Right?
Yep, he wants to see it. Yep. So, once you move it down to the bottom of the list and put dead lead on it, it just sits down there. Right? But yes, send it to him every Friday. Don't miss the deadline or you will not get leads the following week. Another big one with that is responsive time. Yes, he wants a response immediately, but I'll just give y'all a heads up. You got about 3 hours to respond to him. If he sends you a lead at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning and you don't respond until 5, 6 in the evening, that means you haven't been paying attention to your emails or your business all day, and you're likely to get suspended for a week. On Friday, send your lead follow-up report. You'll be right back in the rotation the following week. Don't take offense to it. It's just his way of processing it to say, answer your emails, respond, and accept them. It's real simple. There's no, how, does anybody pay a lesser commission on company-generated leads? Does any, no? Same, oh, perfect. Doesn't cost you anything. It's literally managing the leads. So get on it. That's how you get leads. We got plenty of them. Mike will make sure we get more if we need them. Right? So I think he's typically got about 20 people in the company that get leads out of 140 now. Yeah. So, which is really kind of pathetic. Not to be negative. On to the next thing. Oh yeah, this is good.
All right, so the next big thing coming down the pike is in November. We're going to host a Ninja installation. Yay!
Ninja people, raise your hand.
Yeah, who's our ninjas in here?
We got some ninjas in here.
You guys want to give a 30-second testimonial?
No.
Lanier, go.
Philip.
I'm new.
I'm new.
Leanne and I attended an installation in Nashville, and our instructor is the one who's actually going to be here. His name is Dennis Giannetti. He is filled with energy. He is much more than a ninja coach trainer. And if you don't do it, you're hurting yourself and your business.
Yeah.
Right. How much does that cost though? How much did it cost you to take that in Nashville?
Well, we had to travel, we had to pay for lodging and food, and I'd say about all in $1,500 or more.
Okay, there's 1,500.
Probably more.
Okay. Guess what? So ours is going to be November 14th through the 17th. It's an 8:30. It's an all-day thing. It's going to be held right here in this room. So we probably will not have Connect Wednesday that week. Just a heads up on that one. And the tickets will go on sale today. I didn't think to check right before we came in here. They might be available to be able to purchase right now. Now, Philip paid $1,500 for them to go. You know what your cost is going to be?
Oh, I wish it was free. You wish it was free.
You wish it was free.
$10.
Your cost is $350, all in. You don't have a hotel. You don't have travel, you don't have flights, you don't have any of those challenges. $350 is your total investment into a selling system that is essentially proven to increase your business.
Without fear.
So.
And I think if you were to take the installation elsewhere, the cost is like $800 to register. So
$9.95 is their retail.
You want to stay in the game and you want to pay attention. So.
Yep.
It's not a gimmick, it's a philosophy on life.
That works.
That works for generating business, and it's very good.
Absolutely.
I think Casey said it best a few minutes ago. If you don't do it, you're hurting your business. Plain and
Every
simple.
one of you should be doing it.
We are limited, unfortunately, to 50 slots. At least that's what we're planning for. So I would love to have to go back and expand.
We need more people. We need to fit more people in here. We got to rent some tables and squeeze them in.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jack.
Where do we register?
Pardon?
Where do we register?
You're actually probably going to get something that looks like this. I'll send it out and I'll put it on Workplace as soon as it's live.
Yep. It's a link to a website that you go to. You pay the $350 and
Yes. You have to register yourself. We cannot register you, and you have to pay your $350, and then we're picking up the rest.
including lunches every day and a little breakfast.
And go, if
snack
you're going
stuff,
to the
so.
Ninja installation, they have the books out there for free in the library. I highly recommend you read it. And if you don't like reading, the Audible book for Ninja selling is incredible.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Dennis Giannetti, Master Ninja Selling Instructor, and I am so excited about coming to your company for a Ninja installation. I got to tell you, I've been involved with Ninja since about 2008, and in that time, I've seen businesses grow and lives change. But for now, let me give you a little preview of what we're going to do. On day one, we're going to talk about mindset, and that's so important. 80% of your success can be created through mindset. Now, what about day two? Lead generation. Big topic, really important, but we're going to make it so easy and simple, you will love lead generation through what we call the Ninja 9. Now, day 3 and 4, we go through the seller process and the buyer process. And the reason I love these days so much is because they are processes. It literally makes it easier for us with both sellers and buyers. I'll give you an example. How many times have you gone on a listing appointment and you've had pricing issues? Maybe they wanted to be too high or they didn't really like where you were coming in with a price. We're going to show you how to create this process so that the seller becomes your partner as opposed to an adversary in the process, where they're going to actually come up with a price collaboratively with you so that you're going to, guess what? Have a price that will sell the property in market time. And what about that buyer process? Well, look at it like this. How many times have you gone out with someone, maybe 13, 15, 20, 25, you can keep going, and they still couldn't find what they wanted to? Our buyer process is going to help them become so clear that it's going to take half the time that it did before, if not even less. So, having said all that, if that doesn't excite you enough, let me tell you, the bottom line is that the Ninja selling system works. Your GCI is going to go up. You're going to have more balance in your life. And I'm going to be seeing you soon to make sure that all happens.
Pretty cool. That's going to be your instructor, Dennis Giannetti. And like I said, Philip had rave reviews when I told him who our instructor was going to be. Everybody was thrilled. So you guys are going to really enjoy this. Recommend that you take advantage of it as quickly as humanly possible.
Pay attention to your emails and workspace. There'll be lots more information coming on Ninja. It's not until November, so definitely mark that down. Save the dates, the 14th through the 17th. It's a Monday through Thursday, all day. All right? All right, let's talk Easy Sell. Over 20 million sold since we launched Easy Sell, right? This Easy Sell tool, it's literally, it's made for y'all to get your sellers more offers. So whenever you get a listing agreement, I get questions all the time. Should I submit this to Easy Sell? Yes. You have a listing agreement, you list a property, submit it to Easy Sell. The worst thing that'll happen is nobody will make an offer on the property. The best thing that'll happen could be you could sell it, right? Philip is probably the Philip and Leanne. They have probably done 4 million of that 20 million alone. So if you want to know how they've used it in the past, you can ask them. It's also something you can add to your listing agreement. Hey, no cost to you, I'm going to solicit offers on your property. That's my job, is to get you offers on your property, right? Whether you accept them or not is a different story, but I'm trying to get you as many offers. And it's one thing that I do. So make it part of your listing presentation as you're going through, okay? If you have questions on that, please see Mr. J, Mr. Mike, talk to them about it. Yep, I know. Many of you have heard about Easy Buy, right? So we have Easy Sell, which has done over 20 million. And now we're talking Easy Buy. So Easy Buy, Connect Wednesday, August 31st. So the last Wednesday of this month, we're going to be officially launching Easy Buy. And you're going to see a lot more information in this. Greg and Brett are both involved in it. It's ribbon for you. It's all Century 21 Connect. There's no other Century 21s, no one else. This is something that Mike has put together for our office. All right. I'd like to say we wrote the algorithm for this one too, but that didn't happen. But on August 31st as well, because it was just Easy Sell before and we've launched this, what you guys are going to see is it's going to be a complete rebranding to Easy Solutions. All right. So it'll be Easy Solutions with Easy Buy and Easy Sell all in one.
Everybody collectively.
Ooh, Easy Solutions. That's a pretty fabulous logo. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks.
So stay tuned for that. More information coming on that. But that'll be August 31st. The Connect Wednesday will be dedicated to Easy Buy, how the program works, how you can utilize it, all of the above. Sound good?
All right.
And one last thing I'd say. Actually, Mike would say that, right? And what else can we do? So how many of you guys have crazy, harebrained ideas that you come up with that this would be awesome? I'm going to encourage you to email it to Mike. I don't care how crazy it is. Casey wants a helicopter. He's crazy. I think that's pretty crazy. So, I mean, whatever it is, tell Mike your ideas. Give him your ideas as well. This is a partnership between us and all of you. We're here. We want y'all to grow your businesses. That's what we're here for. We help you grow your business, so you help us grow our business. So it's a partnership for sure. Any other questions, anything? Mr. Rob?
One last thing, don't forget to go on Workplace and vote for naming the MSO. There are a lot of names to choose from there, so please participate in that poll. Click on that. And I told you we would get out of here before 11:30. It's 11:28, so with that, we're going to wrap. Let's have a good day.